Live transfer talk, Juve keen on Sancho loan from Man United. Top story, Sancho linked with Juve move. Juventus are keen to sign Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho on a loan that could turn into a permanent move for £60 million. According to The Sun, the buying Canary, who currently sit third in Serie A, are hoping that the Red Devils would be willing to pay half of Sancho's wages while he is on loan with them. Sancho, 23, has been removed from the playing group by United head coach Erik ten Hag after a public spat over his dedication in training, meaning the former Borussia Dortmund man has only managed 76 minutes across 3 substitute appearances so far this term. Dortmund had initially been the favourites to re-sign Sancho, but the winger reportedly doesn't want to return to Signal Iduna Park and feels that the idea of rebuilding his career in Serie A holds more appeal. Man United are resigned to the fact that they will take a large financial hit on Sancho, but feel that it could be their best and potentially only option at this time due to how far out of the picture he is at Old Trafford. Man United Brazilian teen duo. Manchester United are monitoring 2 promising Brazilian teenagers, according to Fabrizio Romano. Palmeiras midfielder Luis Guilherme and Flamengo winger Lauren, both 17, have impressed United's scouts in South America. Mundo Deportivo reports that Guilherme has a release clause worth £52 million while Lauren would cost $3 million to sign. Romano added in a YouTube video that Chelsea are also interested in Lauren, while 5 important European clubs are also after Guilherme. The new Moises Caicedo set for Premier League move. Luton Town are hoping to steal a march on the rest of the Premier League by signing a young Ecuadorian midfielder who has been dubbed the new Moises Caicedo. The Sun reports, LDU Quito player Oscar Zambrano is a defensive midfielder similar in style to Caicedo, who became one of the best in the position in the Premier League at Brighton Hove Albion before joining Chelsea in a British record £115 million transfer in the summer. The 19-year-old had helped his club reach the final of the Copa Sudamericana, where they will play against Brazilian club Fortaleza later this month. Luton's chief scout Phil Chappell flew out to South America to watch Zambrano in action and open talks with Zambrano, who previously had a trial at Ajax and is keen on a move to Europe. Big clause in Bruno's new contract. Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes has a £100 million release clause in his new contract, according to The Guardian. It was announced on Saturday that the Brazil international had signed a new 5-year deal, having only signed from Lyon in January last year for £35 million. However, it will now take a bid of almost 3 times as much to prize him away from St James Park, where he has committed his future until 2028. Mourinho convinced he will work in Saudi Arabia. Roma coach Jose Mourinho said he fully expects to work in Saudi Arabia one day after his compatriot, Portugal captain Cristiano Ronaldo, led the way by joining Al Nassr, with a stream of players subsequently signing for Saudi Pro League teams. Mourinho seemed confident about moving to Saudi Arabia during an interview NBC Egypt TV channel, owned by Saudi NBC Group. I will go to Saudi Arabia in some free time, but I am convinced that I will work there. I don't know when, but I am pretty sure of it, Mourinho, who is under pressure after a disappointing start to the season, said. No one knows the future, but I will definitely do this, working in Saudi Arabia. Mourinho, 60, said recently that he had rejected a huge offer from Saudi Arabia in order to stay in Roma for a 3rd season after leading the team to win the UEFA Conference League and reach the UEFA Europa League final. But last July he also joined the board of directors of Mod Academy, which works on talent discovery in Saudi Arabia. Man City keen on new Haaland contract. Haaland still has 3.5 years left on the deal he signed when he moved to the Etihad Stadium from Borussia Dortmund in 2022. But the club are keen to reward an incredible first season that saw the Norwegian striker score 52 goals in 53 games. No formal negotiations have yet taken place, but they are expected to start over the next couple of months. City are aware that Haaland has ambitions to play for Real Madrid at some stage during his career, but the club believe the 23-year-old is happy and settled in Manchester and that he would be willing to agree fresh terms to extend his stay. His current contract runs until June 2027, by which time Haaland would be 26 years old. City also have 23-year-old Julian Alvarez under contract until 2028. The club are happy with Haaland and Alvarez as the two recognized strikers in Pep Guardiola's squad and have strongly rejected suggestions they are interested in adding 18-year-old Brighton striker Evan Ferguson next summer. Paper gossip by Danny Lewis. Napoli are considering Arsenal's Gabriel Jesus, Atletico Madrid's Alvaro Morata and Lille's Jonathan David as possible replacements for Victor Osimhen. Reports Calciomercato, amid uncertainty around the Nigeria international's future following a TikTok video posted by the Serie A club. Napoli are aware that signing Jesus would be a difficult task, while there could be competition from AC Milan for David. Tottenham Hotspur could look into a move for Al Ittihad winger Hoda in the January transfer window, according to Football Insider, with the 24-year-old having been made an outcast since his move to Saudi Arabia. The move would see him reunited with former Celtic manager Ange Postecoglou. Liverpool could accelerate their efforts to sign Sporting CP centre-back Goncalo Inacio if they suffer any key injuries before the January transfer window. According to Football Insider, Manchester United are also among the several European clubs that are showing an interest in the 22-year-old. Nottingham Forest are keeping an eye on VfB Stuttgart striker Sergio Guirassy, having already looked at the 27-year-old last season. Reports Sport Bild, which adds that he has a release clause of €20 million that kicks in next summer. Guirassy scored a hat-trick in Die Roten's 3-1 win over Wolfsburg on Saturday in his latest eye-catching display, which takes him to 13 goals in just 7 Bundesliga matches this term. Jared Bowen has agreed a long-term deal to stay with West Ham United, says Fabrizio Romano, who adds that the winger was keen to stay as a key part of the Hammers project. The 26-year-old, whose current deal runs until 2025, has provided 5 goals and 2 assists across the Premier League and Europa League this season. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.